Okay, the harvesting season starts normally at the beginning of January. The reason why we're harvesting in January is the plant is actually then ripe and ready for harvest, and that is the summer season in South Africa. We need more or less temperatures between 30 and 35 degrees. The temperature could rise up to 40-45 degrees, but a nice temperature is in the region of 30 to 35 degrees. We need the temperature to dry the rooibos after it's cut on the drying yard, so we need the higher temperature. The harvesters, we normally use labor to harvest the rooibos tea. There's also a machine available, but on this farm we use more or less 40 guys to harvest the rooibos tea. They're doing piecework, so we pay per kilogram that they cut. There's a tractor with the scale that is driving through, and we put the bags that they cut the rooibos tea in. We put the bags on the scale, and they've been paid per kilogram that they harvest. While they harvest, there's also a tractor that collects the rooibos tea, took it to the drying yard, cut it, ferment it, dry it, and from there it's to Rooibos Limited or to any company that buy the rooibos tea. When they're harvesting the rooibos tea, all the quality process is already been done, but they must look not to harvest the plant too deep, otherwise it will not grow again. There could be some plants that's natural plants that's in the field. They must prevent it from harvesting with the rooibos tea in the winter season. As you know, the rooibos tea is a dry land plant, so there's no irrigation done on this field. So maintenance is actually we spray chemicals on the rooibos tea. There's certain chemicals that we can spray on the field, but there's a pre-harvest season that we can spray, and then we must stop spraying. I think it's about 120 days more or less before we start harvesting. Then we hope for a good rainy season for the plant to have enough moisture in the soil to grow. We receive most of our rainfall from middle May until the end of October, but more or less June, July is the highest rainy season, and then we hope to have enough rain and moisture in the soil to have a good yield. The rooibos tea plant is a very complicated plant. The past 2 years we received less than average rainfall in our region, and the average rainfall in this region is between 250 to 320 millimeters per annum, so that's not a lot of rain. But as you can see, the yield look quite nice. We have a lot of flowering. That is more or less in October when the plants start flower, and when they do that, they normally drop a lot of the leaves. Unfortunately, we don't like that because that's a drop in the production or a drop in the yield. But we have no control over that. Yeah, so more or less it's a dryland plant. We must do in the winter season what we want to do, and from October then we stop everything, and we wait for the plant to grow to the full ripe stadium where it's now.